Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Gadget Guru, and we have a very special guest with us, the HRD Minister, Kapil Sibal, joining us on Gadget Guru, and that's because today we have got for you perhaps, I think, the biggest scoop and exclusive we've got till now.
Absolutely. I mean, we're basically proving the world wrong because everybody actually said it cannot happen, a $35 tablet. And not only does it exist, it works brilliantly, and that's what Mr. Sibal is going to take us through.
Actually, I think you have it right there with
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely.
So we are going to be showing you the $35 laptop. It's a tablet. Well, you've heard of the iPad. We'll take
And I think the best way to say it is that the working, existing $35 tablet.
Let's also very quickly run you through all the major news stories related to gadget and gizmos.
RIM might be in the storm over its security issues with India and the Middle East, but it found light with the launch of the BlackBerry Torch, followed by the BlackBerry Curve 3G. Torch is making waves with its form factor, as it is a slight shift from the RIM predecessors, with a touchscreen and a slide-out QWERTY keypad. But it is really the OS 6 that is making much hype, as it brings with it ease of use and a better browsing experience than before. The Curve 3G replaces the Curve 8520, with a faster processor. But the most exciting part is the promised BlackBerry 6 upgrade, which will bring a new web browser and lots of new media features to the phone, though the upgrade date is yet to be announced officially. Samsung is going gung-ho about 3D, and the latest feather in its cap being the launch of the Samsung 9000 series, the world's slimmest 3D television. It's ultra sleek at 7.98mm thin, with a built-in tuner and touch remote control. In fact, the screen of the remote can also play the same program being played on TV. You can also connect the TV to download different apps from the Samsung App Store, with the Internet at TV feature. All this for just 4.4 lakhs.
Now, Mr. Sibal, if you don't mind, I'm going to snatch that away from your hands because
You have the keyboard. You have the keyboard there.
I have the keyboard right here, so it's absolutely fantastic. Now, you know, a tablet, what is it that you would expect in a tablet, even a low-cost one? It's got a virtual keyboard.
Absolutely.
It's got a camera.
Yes.
It's got Wi-Fi.
Stylus.
It's a touch screen.
It's got
It's a
stylus,
touch
touch
screen.
screen.
It's got a camera.
Right.
It's working on the Android operating system right
Free.
now. It can do Linux.
Android
is
is
what we
free.
heard.
Android is free.
So if I go to the home on this, everything which Android has is something which you get in this. So that's
Pretty
like,
much.
you
The
know,
whole thing is
calendar.
working. It's working.
It's got documents to go. It's got an iReader, so you can read
So
books on
Vikram,
this.
you're now sufficiently satisfied that it works.
I'm satisfied it works.
Well, you must tell the world that.
I've been trying to crash this thing for the last 2 hours, and I haven't managed yet, which is causing
Yeah, it hasn't gone down, so it's not even buggy. That means the hardware and the software
good,
are actually
yes.
working. But Mr. Sibal, we have to start with the question the world is asking. When you make something as a statement that is for $35, we will have a tablet like this. Now that we know it exists, what does that mean? Does it mean that at a certain number in production? Are you talking
No, no. At
economy
the
of
moment,
scale?
if I were to place an order with the manufacturer today,
Okay.
he would supply me 1 million pieces for $35.
Okay, so we're not even saying that 20 different world governments have to get in. We have to have 1 billion pieces to make it at $35.
No.
Nothing like this. It's $35.
I have been promised 1 million pieces for $35.
That's not the bill of materials. That's actually what they'll give
Yeah,
to you.
that's actually
So
what they give me.
if the demand for this can reach 1 million, and I
Right.
can easily see this reaching 1 million,
right.
then people can buy it for $35. And just to put that,
This is what no, that's not right. We are going to supply this to our institutions, right? So
Right.
if it were to be in the retail market, there'll be other added costs to it, which will bring the price up as far as the retail market is concerned. If I supply this gadget to my own children in the universities, and that's what it is for the moment, then I will supply it at $35.
Okay, so then that would be the cost that actually the university may have to pay, and they may want to further.
Of this, the Government of India policy on the ICT mission is, of this $35, that's 1,500 rupees, 750 rupees is subsidy anyway.
Okay. Oh.
Our launch is, let's start the innovation now.
Right.
With the features that we have, with the hardware that we have, let's now innovate on top of this, and we are inviting partners to innovate.
So you're actually asking people to come in, maybe create
I know
the
you want to get
software.
your grimy little
Instead
paws
of
on
having
this,
the-
so I'm going to give it
as
to
you
you
said,
while I talk to Mr.
Instead of
Sibal.
having the web camera at the back, let's put the web camera in the front.
Oh, that could change
So
rural India forever.
Are you open to asking other people to come on board to innovate with this, to figure out other things to do?
Absolutely.
Android in any case is open source, so
Yes.
the software for this can come from anybody.
Absolutely. Software can come from anybody. Microsoft has said you can use our CE software.
Yeah, Windows CE has been offered.
Windows CE.
Almost
Google is
zero
already
cost.
talking to you.
Google is already
Linux
talking
can be
to us.
already free, and
Linux
we
is already
also
free.
hear of a huge offer.
By
Nicholas
Mr. Negroponte.
has said that free and open access. Why is this only for Indian children?
Right.
Why not the children of the
Why
world?
not?
Could you do that? Could you offer this? And
Why
because
not?
With economies,
Remember this, you know, you need land to have an educational institution, right? You need hardware to bring knowledge to children without setting up a university, right? This is a vehicle for knowledge. This can't be limited to Indians or to Pakistanis or to Sri Lankans. This is global.
So then,
So
what
can I
we are
just
holding-
ask you,
Yeah, sure.
I mean, the leading question which emerges from that is, one of the things that you're going to be doing when you're providing this, will you be preloading educational software and educational
Well, of course,
content?
we have
into this?
already developed within the IIT system software which is open source.
Right.
Most of the lectures now can be given with that software.
And I also hear they have videos of most lectures available which can be loaded
Which
onto
can be
this.
Plays video?
This plays video.
It
This
plays
plays video as well.
Absolutely, we've already seen it play video.
But
So
imagine the kind of software that we can actually, you know, put in this for school children, for mathematics, for science, right? For 3D stuff. I mean, ultimately, that's what's going to happen.
absolutely.
And when it comes to so educational software could come preloaded with this.
Yes.
You can of course access the internet from this. So as
Absolutely.
Wi-Fi comes, BWA
Yes,
comes, 3G
yes,
comes.
Yes.
You are having an entire generation of people getting onto the internet who could never think of it.
Yeah,
till now.
exactly.
Yes,
So
it takes flash card, SIM card. It has a USB, unlike some other iPads that don't. 2 USBs, in fact, one full-fledged
He's
one.
found three
Has a
things that
video
this thing
out.
has got which the iPad
others
does not
don't
have. The iPad does not have.
It has a
Very
full
interesting.
USB out, it has a video out. So you're talking about, we may well be holding India's solution to low-cost education
Absolutely,
worldwide, and this
absolutely.
is what
And
we may
remember
be
this,
holding.
my aim is to bring it down to $10.
You know, the only thing that happens when you say things like this is we've had that little skepticism when we had the Simputer or the Sakshat.
It's not. When I say $10, what we're talking about is most of the costs, say, of the chip, of the processor, the memory, are all going down in the international market. Right?
Okay.
Now, what is unfortunate is while those costs are going down, the cost of tablets like this are going up in the international market. So somewhere, people are not really using it for the purposes it could be used as a low-cost, tablet for kids, for education.
I think the most interesting thing would be for you to then tell us maybe a hard roadmap. 1 year from now, will this be where you want it to be?
Well, I think in the year 2011, we will give it, we will manufacture, or we will have 1 million pieces manufactured to be delivered. And I can promise that 1 million pieces will be delivered to our kids in the, in the higher education system, right, to our own institutions, right? And then we will see how we can actually take it forward.
Mr. Sibal, thank you so much, and we wish you all the best with this.
And congratulations,
Frankly,
I think the most important
we almost
thing-
didn't, when we were discussing it before
Yeah.
you came out here,
Yes.
we, A, were not very sure whether it actually existed, and B, we really didn't think it would be as functional as we have found it to be. Now, we did, as we say, spend some time with it, so let's now give
May
you...
I offer some advice to the media? Never be skeptical of the government. There are times when the government really delivers.
Well, the Gadget Guru team spent quite some time with the $35 computing device. This is what we found.
It's a prototype that isn't just political posturing or marketing hype. It exists and it works. As soon as we powered on the tablet, we were astounded as it flashed Android, as opposed to the rumors that it is Linux-based. But that wasn't all. The fact that the tablet handled the Android OS fairly smoothly was a surprise. The tablet is Wi-Fi enabled, which made our first browsing experience simple and quick. $35 it may be, but it's a fairly impressive little package. Outside has a rugged rubberized, if slightly thick feel. On the top left are button controls. The sides have a mini and full USB, a mini SD card slot, a SIM card slot, a video out, and headphone jack. The touchscreen is a bit slow to respond as it's laid by resistive type. With 2 GB RAM, the tablet's basically targeted at students who can play multimedia content effectively. So from accessing audiovisual course material to online lectures, the tablet can handle it all. It is probably the cheapest innovation of all times, a much-needed gadget that will have a widespread impact beyond just technology. For a prototype that has been built indigenously and debated globally, if all goes well, then this $35 tablet could put India into a new league as a provider of the first true low-cost education device to make children of this world learn.
Okay, Rajiv, couple of plus points, couple of minus points.
Okay, so I think the plus points are that it exists and it works. That's the biggest plus point.
He's very confident that he's going to deliver on the price, which would be
that's the
quite
negative
amazing.
that I might come to. But the other part of it that I think is a plus is that the hardware seems to be handling it all very well. Android was not sluggish. It seemed like heavy-duty hardware, all working well. The negatives for me would be one,
Touchscreen.
Yeah,
I thought the touchscreen, it's not a bad touchscreen, but I think obviously it's not as good as some of the other touchscreens.
Yeah, it's a resistive
out there.
touchscreen, so it'll always have that problem because the cost will go absolutely haywire if they go for one of those very snazzy, capacitative ones. But the other one that I also really feel is getting the hardware in is only the first part of the battle. Really, everything that will be delivery will be the software, and I think
That
that's
actually,
where...
well, I don't know. Actually, I disagree. I think that's where, because it's a HRD ministry initiative, I think it's a really exciting initiative. Let's hope that from the conception, from now seeing it in our hands,
prototype, yes.
let's hope the million pieces actually do get out there.
I think they will.
Time